Hello everyone! Welcome back to the channel. I am so happy you are here today because I have a very cozy little mystery to share with you about a small town and a lost secret. The Mystery of the Silver Key. Martha lived in a very peaceful village where everyone knew each other. She owned a small shop that sold old books and handmade candles. Her life was very predictable, and she liked it that way. However, last Tuesday, something very unusual happened. While she was cleaning a dusty shelf, a small, heavy object fell to the floor. It was an old silver key. Martha felt a spark of curiosity because she did not recognize the key at all. Usually, she was a very cautious person, but this time she wanted to solve the mystery. She looked at the key and saw a small tag. It had an address written in faded blue ink. Martha decided to be proactive. She closed her shop for 1 hour and walked toward the address. It was a small house near the river with a very charming garden. She felt a little bit anxious as she knocked on the door. What if the person was mean? An elderly man opened the door. He looked very puzzled to see Martha standing there. Martha held out the silver key. The man's face changed immediately. He looked very relieved. "My desk key," he cried. "I lost this 10 years ago at the bookstore." He explained that the desk held many precious family photos that he could not see for a decade. Martha felt a deep sense of fulfillment. She was happy to help her neighbor find his memories. Her predictable Tuesday turned into a very special day. She realized that even in a quiet village, there is always room for a little adventure. I really hope you enjoyed following Martha on her little adventure today. It was such a sweet ending, wasn't it? I loved how Martha went from her predictable routine to being so proactive about that key. She was a bit anxious knocking on a stranger's door, but seeing how relieved the elderly man was made it all worth it. It is amazing how one unusual moment in a peaceful village can lead to something so precious. I think we all felt that same fulfillment when the desk finally opened. It was a truly charming way to spend an afternoon. Now, let's take a closer look at our learning words from the story. Vocabulary list. Peaceful, adjective. Calm and quiet, without any worry or excitement. Example, I love to take a long walk in the peaceful forest. Candles. Noun, sticks of wax that you burn to give light. Example, we lit some candles when the electricity went out. Predictable. Adjective, happening in a way that is expected. Example, the ending of the movie was very predictable. Unusual. Adjective, different from what is common or expected. Example, it is very unusual to see snow in this city. Spark. Noun, a small feeling or event that starts something much larger. Example, his kind words created a spark of hope in the community. Cautious. Adjective, taking care to avoid risks or danger. Example, you should be cautious when walking on a wet floor. Proactive. Adjective, taking action to make things happen rather than waiting. Example, she was proactive and finished her work before the deadline. Charming. Adjective, very pleasant or attractive. Example, they stayed in a charming little cottage by the sea. Anxious. Adjective, feeling worried, nervous, or uneasy. Example, I always feel anxious before I have to speak in public. Elderly. Adjective, A polite way to say that someone is old. Example: the elderly lady next door tells wonderful stories. Puzzled. Adjective: confused because you do not understand something. Example: he looked puzzled when I told him the strange news. Relieved. Adjective: feeling happy because a worry or pain has gone. Example: I was so relieved to find my lost passport. Precious. Adjective: very valuable or important to someone. Example: this old ring is very precious to my grandmother. Fulfillment. Noun: a feeling of happiness and satisfaction. Example: helping children learn gives her a great sense of fulfillment. One step a day is a journey of 1,000 miles. See you next time.